Hello and welcome to MetsXMFanZone Podcast, the only podcast that talks just Mets. Just listen to the breakdown everything Mets, from off-season news, Mets trade rumors, and game reactions during the season. You can now listen to our show Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. 1 hour for Mets content. We upload 5 days a week and even go live on the weekends from 8 a.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. You can call in on our show too at 347-606-7467 for your exclusive Mets news, right here on MetsXMFanZone Podcast. We want to thank SP Sports Athletics for sponsoring our broadcast. You can now even listen to us on all social media platforms, Amazon Music, Spotify, Iheart Radio. We even go live on the go from your iPhone or smart devices. You can even listen on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Check us out daily for your Mets content. Well, don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe for more daily amazing Mets news at MetsXMFanZone.com.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast. We are here to give you guys all of your Sorry guys. Again, welcome to MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast. I am your host, Anthony Gennaro. We're here to give you guys all your latest live streams, news feeds, and much, much more. So let's go ahead. We got lots of stories to give you guys tonight, and we were supposed to go live at 5, but we are now finally going to be changing up our times a little bit due to what the season's going to start with. So this is January 4th, 2023, and we have some updated news for you guys in regards to Carlos Correa. We're going to mention that, and plus we also have some live trade updates for you guys and latest signs. So let's go ahead and go into that. Then we're going to open up the phone calls. So if you guys want to call in, make sure that you guys call in on the bottom of your screen. You guys can listen to us on all of the social media platforms. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube. Plus, after the show, when we go live, we will have it uploaded for you guys if you guys want to listen to our uploads on Amazon Music, Iheart Radio, and Spotify. So let's go ahead into the news tonight. So we are hearing as of yesterday that Carlos Correa is expected to be signed with the New York Mets. Now, obviously, there was some controversy in regards to the whole deal. I kind of want to break this up. I kind of want to break this down for you guys. So what we are hearing as of right now in regards to the clauses being met. We know that the clauses that were being put into this contract can be a back-out clause. Now, what that means in regards to a player is he can't back out of the deal for a certain amount of time. Now, meaning is that if he has a 12-year contract, he can't back out within 8 years of that contract. So they want to put it into a backlog clause, and the Mets want to make insurance to, if he's going to go a whole 5-6 years, he has to stay healthy within those 5-6 year window. So, and then he could get portion of his contract. So that's what we hearing in regards to updates on his contract. So the contract deal could look 10 years, could also look 8 years. Now, it's not for certain on what the extension of this deal could look like. I mean, it could still be 12 years at $350 million, but they want to make it at $180 million guarantee. So that's what we are hearing as to what are the logistics of this deal and what they want to put in place and implement. So they want to make sure that he gets $180 million guaranteed, and he needs to have 5 years. So once he has the 5 years in his belt, he could go over 10 years, and if he's still healthy within 10 years, then he could get the most of his contract. You know, all that money all up in front. The Mets want to have that insurance money also too, just in case if he gets completely hurt within the 8-year window. So if he, for argument's sake, if he gets hurt, majorly hurt, the Mets can recoup some of his money back. So that's what we are hearing in that front. But the deal could still be in place with the 12, 315. That definitely will be implemented, but they kind of want to, this is what we're going to do. But he is going to be a Met. So in other way, he is going to still stay here. Now, in regards to can something be done, when it's going to be done, we don't know for sure. So it could be within this week. I don't really want to go out there and say that a deal can be done by tomorrow, because then I'll get fact checked and people will be like, oh, well, you said tomorrow. So I'm not really going to do that. Let's see what we got. But okay. We'll go into the questions in just a few moments. We want to just be able to get some of the news out there. I know I see a lot of you guys popping in on all social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and we'll see what we got here. We got a Mega Hub. People hit me up on Mega Hub. So yeah, I'm gonna try to answer your questions. I'm sorry, but let's just get through the news. The Mets did make some signs this week, which I didn't mention. I'm going to mention today. So the Mets did make a move with the San Francisco. The Cardinals, T.J. McFarland. The Mets did sign him to a minor league contract. Nothing super major, but I did hear that he really is a pretty good pitcher. But he is going to be signed to a minor league contract. I don't know the logistics, so hopefully I'll get you guys that. Oh wait, I do have it. It was 1 year, $1.8 million on T.J. McFarland. I like him. I think that's a pretty decent move. The Mets also made a change in the clubhouse move. The Mets did end up picking up Eric Hesnick. Expected to be in Mets assignment hitting coach to Buck Showalters, and also Eric Chavez. We got Jeremy Barnes as your hitting coach. So this is kind of what it's looking like right now for the bench wise. So the Mets do got Eric Heinix. They got Eric Chavez, Jeremy Barnes, which Eric Chavez is going to be your bench coach. Jeremy Barnes is going to be your hitting coach. And who else we got here? And then we got Mark Stable will be your bullpen coach, which is not a lot of people know about the bullpen, but I like Mark Stable. He was mine when I was in the minors. Super awesome gentleman. Really awesome guy. He's a young guy, so he's like my age, but really great guy. What else we got here for you guys? Also, the Mets did make another minor league move, but this is a single A move, which is Jeremy Lyons, which was for single A ball. He is a catcher. I hear he's actually really good too. I will hopefully get some data on him tomorrow, and I'll talk about him on the show tomorrow. But I heard he's actually really good also. He's I think a first baseman. Let me see. He is a first baseman. But he transitioned he transitioned from an outfielder to a first baseman. Could be a Mets future. They say he's got a really good bat. They say he has like a power bat like Pete Alonso. So hopefully, he could be the Mets future. You never know. Okay. Okay. We also have here for you guys too that tomorrow here on the show we're going to be talking about 2 new updates for our website when we go live on our shows. Now we do have the spring training lineup for you guys. Pitchers and catchers are going to be reporting to Port St. Lucie. However, there is a couple of guys down there right now. We do have, see if I can show you. Well, anybody that's listening, we have the PDF upload on our website. So if you want to get the scheduling, we have the scheduling for you. We are going to be down in Port St. Lucie when? February 18th. So if you guys would like to come down, meet and greet with me, we're going to be having a table down there. So it will be February 18th. And you guys can meet and greet with me, and you guys can chat with me. We're going to be doing a whole show when we go down to Port St. Lucie. So if you guys would like to come down, check it out, meet me, I'll sign some autographs. It was so funny. I was in the city today. And somebody goes, "Oh, I know you," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know me?" Like, "Yeah, I know you. You do the Mets stuff on Facebook." And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Can I get an autograph?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I thought that was pretty cool. Yes, well, I'll definitely be down in Port St. Lucie, February 18th. We're gonna be doing meet and greet. I'll be live chat. I'll be doing my live podcast, obviously, and we're going to get some interviews. So hopefully it's going to be really, really cool. So wanted to give you guys a little bit updated on that. And I don't know if you guys have noticed too that we just now finally getting Apple Music. I know. We're still trying to get the approval, but we are getting Apple Music, hopefully. Apple has been, kind of like pulling my leg the last few days, trying to get an approval through them, so that way you guys can listen to the content on your iPhones, right? And that way you guys can go onto the Apple podcast and listen to us there. So we are trying to get that going for you guys. But we are on all of our platforms. We're on Amazon Music, we're on Spotify, and we're also on Iheart Radio. So that's really cool. But you guys could also listen to us on the website too at MetsXMFanZone.com. If you guys go to the podcast section when we go live, obviously you guys could go on there and listen to us there. And plus, just to let you guys know too, spring training, we're gonna have live streams, live feeds for spring training, so you guys will never miss a moment of Mets, of the Mets games. So they will be organically live streamed. And what I mean by organically live streamed, meaning that I have my crew and my people going to be filming the games down there. It's going to be a little different. You guys probably going to see it not as much as it was through SNY. But we are putting our spin and taste on it. So you guys are going to hear me talk in the background on shows sometimes, not all times. I'll give you guys my in-game reactions sometimes, not all the time. But I think it's going to be really cool. I'm so interested in seeing what the 23 season's really going to look like this year. And plus, you guys are amazing. We got a lot of you guys were, asking, all these things, and what are you going to do, and how's the season going to look like, and how are we able to get the live stream. So, yes, you guys can get the live streams on our websites. Now, we do have plans for you guys. Now, we have a 7-game plan where you guys could watch it through a week. So, if you want to pick one specific week that you want to watch the MetLife games, you guys can do that by going into our streams to go. So It's a whole 7-day package. You can buy it, whatever you want to do, and then it cancels. So you would have to, if you want to get the monthly package, you guys could get the monthly package too by going onto the package, which is the monthly to go. Monthly to go it is GEO restricted. So when you are watching the spring training games, why is my sorry, when we go live on spring training games, you guys will be able to watch it. So sometimes if you're not in the Pacific area that you need to be, and it's a whole big thing. I'm not going to go into the whole logistics of it, but I know a lot of people have been asking me, do you have your monthly package? What's the benefit of the monthly package to the premium package? So it's just regarding to the GEO restriction. If you're not in, the monthly plan is, if you're not in the New York area, you don't really get it. But in the premium package, takes you everywhere. So anybody could get our live streams. But with the monthly, you need to be in the New York area to get those streams. Okay, so we're gonna take some questions and answers, and plus, just to let you guys know, you guys can call in on the stream at 347-606-7467. I will be taking questions and answers on our shows. I will definitely be able to do that if you guys would like to call on your screen. It is 347-606-7467. All right, so we got a lot of questions to ask. I'm looking at it all over the place. We got Twitter, Instagram. We got Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, so let's go ahead. I know I got all these platforms over here. Okay. All right, somebody's here. Okay, we have. Let me just make sure this is working here. All right, so we have Janie XMX's. So when are they going to be finished with the Titantron? So from what I'm hearing, that opening day should be done by opening day. But in regards to the outfield and the whole Titantron, we will have pictures for you guys if you guys want to see what that looks like. I should have it probably next week for you guys. I could do some snapshots when I'm there, but as of this moment right now, that it's not near done yet. So I know I've seen it, I've been there, so it's nothing yet to be done. Okay, so people are asking me, so when can this deal actually get done? Again, I can't put a timeline on when this deal will get done by Carlos Carrera, but I do know right now that they are trying to get it done by the end of the week. That's what they're saying. So I don't see the Mets rushing here, in my honest opinion, but they can very well get this deal done by this week. Oh, somebody wants to know, so what's the schedule looking like for spring training? Okay, so here's what spring training is looking like the first couple of weeks. I think it's like the first month. The Mets do got Miami, so they have a 3-game series. They have a 2-game series with Miami, the Marlins. Then they have the Milwaukee Brewers for a 3-game series, which is, so we got the first and the second. And then the third, fourth, fifth, we got Milwaukee Brewers. And then again, we have another Miami series, which is a 3-game series, which is the 6th, the 8th, and the 9th. Those are all, we got 2 early morning games and then the afternoon game. Late afternoon. And then we got San Diego, which is the Padres, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then they got Oakland. Then they got the Dodgers, San Francisco, Washington Nationals, and Atlanta. That's what it's looking like at this moment. Oh, I'm getting word that Dominic Smith got traded to the Washington Nationals. So my producer was telling me to mention this on the show. So the Mets did end up, they got rid of him towards the end of the season. And Dominic Smith is now a Washington National. Good riddance, right? See ya. I wasn't a really big fan of him, honestly, in my opinion. I just didn't. He had one good season, and then he just didn't have it after that. I mean, do I feel bad for the guy? Hey, listen, maybe he could be good somewhere else, in my opinion. I just don't feel that he was good here in New York. Had one good season and then floundered. All right, so we got a question from Dominic Richardson. What minor league moves can the Mets make to help better the farm system? I mean, there are a few guys that the Mets are targeting. I mean, I don't know what I would say that would be really helpful with guys that I would pick, in my honest opinion. But if the Mets wanted to go with a Tommy Jones pitcher, Tommy Jones is actually a really good pitcher. Then you got Matt Allen. I think he's actually a really good outfielder. I like somebody like him. Who else? Then you got Neil Johnson. I like. There's so many guys in this farm system. You're talking to a farm system guy. You're talking to a guy that knows the in and outs of the Mets farm system. And I think in my opinion, there is going to be lots of moves, lots of changes, and lots of upgrades going into 2022, 110%. So, I mean, let's see what happens. Let the future live on. Okay. Let me start answering some more of your questions. There's so many questions popping in here. But if you guys want to call in, you guys can call in too by going to 347-606-7467 if you guys would like to call into our show. I don't know if you guys have noticed when you guys popped into the show today, we now finally have a introduction to our shows, which you guys are going to see. We do a whole new upgrade to our audience. I like it. I really do. I think it's really cool. You know, we've been working super hard around the clock for our shows, and I think we're gonna have a really good season. I think the podcast is going to be starting to pick up. I mean, it hasn't really picked up just yet. I am very optimistic, and I'm excited to give you guys my content and talk to you guys. But hopefully we work around the clock here, so we'll give you guys fresh new content. Hopefully we can get the hour straight too. Okay, so we have a question here. Who do you feel that's going to stand out more for the Mets in 2023? Francisco Lindor. Why I say Francisco Lindor? Because I think Francisco Lindor is going to be a really good player. Not only do I like him, he has really good versatility out there. I think that he's a guy that he hustles. He's definitely a Met guy. You can see all the way. You can see that, he's going to be working, which he is now. Right now, he's down in Port St. Lucie, so I really can't go down there just yet, just to see exactly what's going on. But we're not ready to do so just yet. But I definitely believe that the Mets do have a lot of shoes to fill. I like the new additions that the Mets did bring in here. I like the coaching staff that's being brought in also as well. And we all know that Buck Showalter wants to bring in the best and the brightest and the talent to this ball club. So I really like what I'm seeing so far. All right. What do we have here? Okay. Okay. It says. What's your opinion on Eduardo Escobar? Are they really looking to trade him? From what I heard, the Mets are looking to maybe possibly trade him and keep Brett Beatty. But there's no I'm not going to give any confirmation just yet in regards to Brett Beatty staying and Eduardo Escobar leaving. So I don't want to. Don't quote me on it, because I'm not going to confirm that just yet. I mean, I know we're talking with my sources that we are hearing that he can be possibly be gone, but very likely I don't see that happening. Okay. We got a question from Asbuco Masigine, and wants to know, do you live stream in the mornings? Will you do your podcast in the afternoon, early mornings, afternoons? We do go live at 5 p.m. The hours may change, so we'll keep everybody posted. I'll tweet it up or do a Facebook post on it. But as of right now, we are doing the 5 o'clock showing. It just happened. We happened to go real late today. We just having a lot of uploads and stuff like that. So we should have it up for you guys today. Let's see what we got here. So we got Junior. Wants to know, will the Mets pick up another prospect? I would say so. I would think that the Mets would try to pick up another prospect. But I mean, let's see what the Mets are going to do first. I just don't think the Mets are going to do much. But I do know that they can potentially go out and get some new arms. So, in 24. Let's see. We got another question from Rachel. And Rachel said, by the way, love your show. Love keep doing what you're doing. But I have a question for you in regards to the Mets rotation. Do you think Tyler McGill could land in that fifth role? Don't get me wrong. I like Tyler McGill. I think Tyler McGill is a really good, talented arm. I mean, I look at it this way: Carlos Carrasco is going to be your guy probably for right now. I mean, are we being optimistic? Could he be traded? Could he be gone? In my opinion, he could very well be, but I just don't see Tyler McGill being your starter right now. He's probably going to come off the bench, and maybe when you have to give Verlander maybe a day off, you probably bring in Tyler McGill there, or even Matt Scherzer. So I definitely don't see Tyler McGill being in that fifth role, but I do want to see Carlos Carrasco have a good year. And just remember too, it's so funny. We all are really liking what we see right now in the starting rotation, but we're also forgetting about Quintana. He's also another good arm. Watch out for him. I think he's going to have a very good season going into 23. He was 15-8 last year. He was pretty good himself. So watch out for him. I think he's going to be really good with the Mets, and I think he's going to be that third hole too. So, and then you got the Japanese pitcher and Cody Sagan. I think he's got some amazing stuff. I mean, I never seen a pitch that go from here to gone in like seconds. I mean, that kid's got super powerful stuff. I think he's going to be really good. So hopefully we get to see where that goes. We got another question here from Tom Howard. Wants to know what's the logistics of this deal looking like with Carrera. Okay. With the deal with Carrera, will he be getting the 315? From what I'm hearing, yeah, I mean, this could very well be just populated in regards to other details of the contract. I think he's definitely going to get the 315. I mean, they were talking about the injuries, but they're talking about him staying healthy. He's got to stay healthy within the first 5 years. So if he stays healthy within the first 5 years, he could be guaranteed to have $180 million on that contract. So very well be implemented that 180 can be guaranteed, but he's got the 315, so he'll probably be compensated and definitely be paid if he stays healthy throughout his tenure with the Mets. Let's go into another question. We got Ricky Cortez. What is your lineup for the 2023 season? Who do you like to pick? Well, obviously, I would go with Brendan Nimmo leading off and playing outfield. Center field, actually. Then I would go Sterling Marte, which is going to be your right fielder. Then Francisco Lindor would probably be your shortstop. Then I would go with Alonso, first base. Then I would go Carrera playing third. Then McNeil, maybe DHing or playing second. I got to see on how I feel just yet. And maybe put in either Escobar there at second or Luis Guillaume second. Maybe go with Mark Kenneth there at left field. And maybe Nito behind the dish because I probably see him being there. And then your starting rotation: Max Scherzer, Verlander, Saigon, Cortana, Carrasco. Maybe if you want to put in Tyler McGill in there, put in Tyler McGill. Maybe. I have to see on how I feel. I'm not super confident in him just yet. He needs to get that arm stronger. As much as I love him, he's got to get that arm stronger. Okay. Yeah, wow, got a lot of questions today. I'm hearing... Okay, so we got a question from Mark. I am hearing lots of garbage from the Red Sox trying to pick up Hernandez. What is your opinion on that? And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Ricky Hernandez is, I'm going to say, left fielder. I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed in that. I think that would make a really good move. But he bats like 315. He has like 18 home runs. So I mean, I wouldn't be upset with that. One more. We'll go with two more questions. I want to be able to take up the whole show with all these questions. I mean, even though some of these questions are really good. Let's see. Who else I got here? Somebody. I gotta like pick and choose. Any update, which I wants to know any update on Carrera. what's holding up the sign. Again, it's just the logistics of the contract. He's definitely going to sign to that 12/3/15. It's just right now they're kind of like contemplating on what the clauses are going to look like. What is other things. I mean, I really can't get in detail with it because I really don't know. So I'm going to be completely honest. But it could look like that it's just tweaks that they're trying to tweak into that contract. So hopefully that you guys love our show. Make sure that you guys always tweet, like, and subscribe. We are going to be wrapping up the show now. And if you guys would like to hear our shows, you guys can always do so by going on to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. You guys could also listen to our show by going to Amazon Music, Iheart Radio. You got also Spotify to hear all of your latest live streams, news feeds, and much more. We'll see you guys real soon. And remember to tweet, like, and subscribe to get all of your latest live news feeds, Mets streams, and much more. Good night.
Hello and welcome to MetsXMFanZone Podcast, the only podcast that talks just Mets. Just listen to the breakdown everything Mets, from off-season news, Mets trade rumors, and game reactions during the season. You can now listen to our show Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. 1 hour for Mets content. We upload 5 days a week and even go live on the weekends from 8 a.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. You can call in on our show too at 347-606-7467 for your exclusive Mets news, right here on MetsXMFanZone Podcast. We want to thank SP Sports Athletics for sponsoring our broadcast. You can now even listen to us on all social media platforms, Amazon Music, Spotify, Iheart Radio. We even go live on the go from your iPhone or smart devices.